Hey folks, I didn't do an intro talk this time because there really wasn't anything I wanted to talk about. So, well, 28 degrees today, a really nice day. I got a notice this morning that there's rain in the next 24 hours. And the landlord was working on the roof. It looks like he's only got 3 lines of shingles on this side. He replaced some of the boards on the roof. I guess they were rotted. So that was most of his activity today. He does have some shingles on now. He's gone. I'm not sure when he's going to be back, but hopefully he gets it done tonight. I was going to offer him a hand when I got back, but he's not here, so now hopefully he gets it done anyways. I'm not sure when it's supposed to rain, whether today, tonight, or tomorrow. But when I went out, I'm looking and I think, I don't know. I think it's 2 hours, not 24 hours. And it cleared up again. A really strong breeze today. It's not too hot. It's just beautiful today. So I went for a longer drive than I planned as usual. But I did have one goal today. Took my Fuji with me. Got a picture of the tower. My search was kind of inconclusive. I can't determine the difference between a regular cell tower and a 5.1. So I'm not sure. But I stopped behind the school in the little pavilion place there and got me some closer pictures. Zoomed in as far as I could. And I just can't determine. So I'll show you the picture and let you decide what you think it is. So, now, well, either way. So that was my job for today. That was my goal. I accomplished my goal. I guess now I go in and do some more computer work. I still got a lot to do. Working on the YouTube, my playlist basically, the YouTube portion of my playlist. I'm not sure if I've explained it before. I got 15 items that repeat. I got a movie, a short film, 15 TV shows, and then a series of YouTube videos which changes depending on what I decide, I guess. So I've got 5 rounds of YouTube videos that I can watch before I need to add more. So I got some time to finish working on this. Like I said, I completely changed my filing system as far as the dates, the videos, and that part's changed because it's just so much easier to have them already in alphanumerical order than to convert the date to a format that I could do that with and then convert it back to regular. It's just so much easier. And I redid the database part where it stores all the file names. So much easier now. When I add new videos, they automatically get added to the database. If I move a video, its location gets updated. The only way I had to do it before was to update the database. Like, that portion of it where it updates, it just kind of goes through everything and picks everything out and then creates a database from that. This way it's already there, and as I add new stuff I don't have to update because they get added automatically. And if something goes wrong, or if I delete a file I don't want or something, that doesn't automatically get removed. So update database will still be there, but it takes a long time to do that. So I wanted a way that I could just kind of update as I added stuff and move stuff around. So that was the main reason for changing that. And then I have priorities. Everything's listed by YouTube Uploader. There's priority stuff I want. Different categories, I guess you could say. I don't really know how to explain it. Different categories. Like there's weather, news, of course, the car crash videos, which I'm very fond of. There's a few family vloggers that I watch. My mind's not working. There's a whole bunch of different ones. Those are all priorities, so any channel that deals with that particular category, they're all lumped together. I have other ones that I watch specific videos from. If I can think of an example of that. They're just kind of in their own category. They're that specific channel. Oh, I can't think of an example. I can't think of an example. And then there's the non-priorities, which most of the channels fall in that category. They all get lumped together into a non-priority category, and then whatever is left over is acknowledged. I have a lot of channels I haven't processed yet, so they're not in any of those categories. They get ignored. The acknowledged, the purpose of that is when I create a list to add to my playlist, a YouTube series to add to my playlist, it goes through all the files, groups all the priorities together, and then picks the first uploaded, because I watch things in the order that they were uploaded. So I watch the older videos first, and then the next one in line, So it lumps all those priorities together, and then takes the oldest video and adds that to my priority list. And then the specific ones, the oldest video from each specific one, gets added to the list. And the non-priority, same thing. They all get lumped together, and the oldest one is picked. And the acknowledged, I decide how many I want to add. Basically, the way I'm doing it right now is I choose 10. I can change that each time I do it. I have to input that. So I choose 10, so it picks the 10 oldest videos that aren't in any of the lists. So there's never any videos just sitting around just not doing anything. So that's how that works. And this is all automatic. And I get a list of them, and I got the thumbnail and the title and everything, and it just kind of gives me a preview of each video for each category, and then I decide whether I want to use that list, or if I want to update something else or change something else or whatever. And once I decide to choose that list, then it pulls all the videos together into a specific folder, and then I have to remember what I was going to say. It gives me a total file size for all of that, so I make sure that my playlist hard drive, all that's on one specific hard drive. It's just an extensive list, and it gets pretty full pretty quick. Especially if I had a lot of movies, which I have done, unfortunately, and took up most of my space. But it gives me a total file size and tells me, before I actually transfer that to that hard drive, it tells me whether there's enough space on that, so I don't accidentally try to overwrite and mess things up. I try to make fail-safes whenever I can, so they get done, and then I go through my regular playlist edition portion, which I'm using the old part for. Well, I will have to use the old part for, because that will be probably the next thing that I need to recode, and then it adds that to the playlist and updates that. So that's what I'm working on right now. So it's a long, tedious job. A lot of stupid errors that I keep making that screw everything up that I've already done. But no, I got time. Like I say, I've got 5 series, and it takes me a while to go through all that, because there's like 75, 85 videos altogether that get added. for each series. So I got some time before this actually has to be completed. And I have a hard drive, external hard drive, where I keep just the YouTube videos that are ready and waiting to be added, to be categorized and stuff. And right now I go through, I get, it lists the number, holy smokes, it lists all the uploaders, and it only gives me a list of ones that have not been processed. And if I choose the ones that have been processed, then I get a list of those and the number of files that are on the YouTube hard drive. It would be so much easier to show it than to explain it. And I keep 25 of each, 25 videos from each of the uploaders on that. And if there's less than 25 and there's more that waiting that can be added, then those get processed. I get the option of choosing, to process videos from that. And if I choose one, I get a list of all the videos from that uploader, and it starts with a number of videos to add. So out of 25, if there's only 15 on that hard drive waiting, then it'll give me a list of the oldest 10. Then I can add and process those and add them to that category. And then that category is finished and waiting to go for the next playlist processing round. Anyways, a lot of you probably tuned out now. So it's just so much to explain. It's so extensive, all the stuff that I need to do with it. And like I say, all this is doing is saving me time, because it's all automatic. Everything just kind of goes on its own, and it saves a lot. And there's so much that I do, and there's so much I want to add, but there's just so much, and there's so little time to actually do it. So what I'm going to work on tonight, I think, is I got the database working now. And each file, it's got the file name, full file name, including the extension, and then the file name without the extension, the date that it was uploaded, the uploader name, and the actual video title, what state it's in, whether it's waiting, processed, or being processed, or ready to be added, or actually on the playlist, and the directory that it is stored in. So each actual individual video has its own file with all that information in it. So what I'm going to do now is I got to make an area where I can list the uploaders, and I can list the videos that uploader has, the videos that I have in my computer from that uploader, and I can choose to view it or do whatever else with it. Delete it if I don't like it. There's a lot of things. When I first started doing this, I used to just download the entire channel. It's, I'm sure I have a lot of videos that just people aren't interested in, so it's the same with all. It's like not everybody uploads the same type of video each and every time. So, there's videos that I'm just not interested in from those channels, so it's a good way to discover those, because I have a lot of wasted space. And I never have to worry about duplicates. I have, if I move a file to a directory where that file already exists, it just automatically overwrites. And if I try to create a file for that particular video, then that file is already there, it won't upload, because otherwise I would get all that information in that file twice. So I discovered that mistake yesterday. So I fixed that, which caused problems with everything else, so I had to work through that. That got kind of frustrating. So that's what I mean, I get everything working, I do something else and it messes everything else up. That's what I mean by that. So all that's working now, so now I just gotta work on viewing and whatever else I come up with along the way. So meanwhile, after I watch today's video, because there's videos that I save for later, and there's videos that there's channels that I watch the videos from like recent, like today, because it goes back to 2008, 2009, and there's just I don't have time to watch earlier videos. So, and there's stuff that I want to know now, like especially with the news or whatever, stuff I need to know now, then I watch those today on my playlist, and everything else gets downloaded. So that's how I work that. And then once I'm finished that, then I start working on the day's video, my video to upload, and then whatever time I have left after that, that's when I start working on my coding. So my day is pretty busy right now, pretty full. I guess that's it. I guess that's all I've got. So I guess I'll end here. If I don't, I'm going to start rambling. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.